Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go.
Now, a feature presentation.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Welcome to the MatineeChat podcast
There is a God.
with Kathy Kaiser
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
and Anthony Wise.
Oh, excuse me, Russell, but I believe I requested the hand job.
He's just ignorant.
Stay connected at MatineeChat.com, on Facebook and Twitter at MatineeChat.
The radio's all yours now.
MatineeChat podcast on now.
And we're back for another week of Matinee Chat. Here we are, Anthony. Aren't you excited? 2016, couple weeks into, here we are.
Here we are. But a short week of movies, though.
Yeah.
Kind of bummed about that.
Yeah, I was
kick off
going
the
to
new year with a
say.
bang, but short
No,
week.
short week.
2 movies, The Revenant and The Forest.
Yes.
Both movies feature the word the in them. So we're pretty excited about that.
Oh, yeah, I meant to see how many movies start with the word the. But there's thousands.
There are 1,000. So, but yeah, no, I'm excited. We're 2016 with volume number 26. So if the math is correct, and it's a leap year, 52 and 26, 8, 70. So we'll be at 78 by the end of the year.
Wow.
If we do it every week, though.
We are doing it every week.
Well, I'm going to go to Colorado in March, so I don't know if that's going to work out for
You're
me.
going to throw me off a week?
Sorry. You really need to get to 78 by the end of 2016?
No.
Goodness.
It's all good. Any time with you, Anthony, is good time, so I'll wait a week. No
No,
problem.
you just keep milking it. Keep milking it. All right, so this week we got The Forest and The Revenant. The Forest features actors and actresses I don't think I've ever heard of before.
Really?
But
Okay.
I caught the gist of the story. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Really?
Eoin Mackin.
Yeah. Ewan Mackin.
Eoin,
Yes.
Natalie, Stephanie. That's not
Natalie
Voight.
Dormer.
That's not Voight, no. So, yeah, I don't know.
And she's actually in Game of Thrones, HBO's Game of Thrones.
Don't watch it.
Cressida in the Hunger Games
Don't watch it.
series. All right. Well, that's who Natalie is.
I only watch what you show me, Master. Only if I see
Oh,
with you, I
wow.
ever get to see these wonderful things of the
Wow,
world of
really?
Hollywood.
Okay, everyone's believing this not.
It's true.
And Taylor Kinney is actually on Chicago Fire.
Who? Chicago Fire? What are you talking about? I don't even
Taylor
see
Kinney is in this film
Oh,
as
there it
well.
is. There's
Okay.
his name.
And he's on Chicago Fire.
He's
and he's
Aiden.
also, yes,
All right, let's start from the
engaged
top.
to Lady Gaga.
Start from the top. PG-13, The Forest, horror movie at a very unhorror time.
Right.
Has to do with a particular forest in Japan.
Which is a real place.
A real
Yes.
place where
The
people
suicide forest.
like to commit suicide.
Yes.
Harry Carey, among other things.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes place in that area.
Yeah.
And which I believe a young woman's twin sister dies, and in that forest, so she goes to investigate to see what it's like and what maybe was going through her head, at that time, because her going there will not make any difference. I mean,
Well, no, she knows that her twin sister is not dead because she can feel her presence. So she heads to Japan to find her in this forest.
and yes, what else happens, Kathy?
That's about it.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Yeah. She goes to get her out of the forest, and of course, all the locals don't want to go into the forest because it's such a scary place, and it makes you imagine things that aren't there. People kill themselves there all the time. But, I was a little apprehensive going in about seeing a horror film. That's not my genre that I totally enjoy seeing. But this was the tamest horror movie ever.
This
Literally, yes.
more tamer than
The
Blair
Visit?
Witch. Visit, yeah, Visit was pretty tame.
Yeah, I mean, even the parts where you were supposed to be jumping, I wasn't jumping. And I'm usually a jumper, so that's what I'm saying.
So what you're
It's
saying
very
is the
tame.
scary movie's not very scary.
Exactly.
And I should even bother. Don't even worry about waiting until Netflix. Just don't even bother unless you have a certain appreciation for Japanese suicidal forests.
Well, there you go. Okay. I actually said if you go to MatineeChat or check us out on MatineeChat.com that I would wait for Netflix or maybe stream it. That's what I said, but
Or just don't go into the forest at all.
don't go into the forest.
Yeah. Well, if you're a big fan of Natalie's efforts on what do you call it?
Hunger Games, Game of Thrones,
um,
yes.
Then feel free as a fan person.
There you go.
Outside of that, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, she plays
'cause
a
it's-
twin. She plays
it
both
sounds
roles.
terrible.
So
It sounds like a very tough tough movie to sit through.
Hey, Taylor Kinney's cute, ladies. So if you want to check him out again, maybe go see it.
Thankfully, it seems like it's a shorter movie, 95 minutes, so it's not.
It's not horrifically long.
But it's not the 2 hours I've been used to, so that's good. Yeah, so if you want to take a chance, feel free. We're not suggesting you to do so. Catch the full review up on the website, MatineeChat.com. And feel free to let us know if you thought going to the forest was the best decision you made in 2016.
There you go.
We don't think so. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get into a game.
And it's Anthony's week, ladies.
It's my week, and this game is called Name That Movie Tune, and it begins like this.
Get these morons off the air.
Hey, Tiny, who's playing today?
Wait till Otis sees us!
We're on a mission from God.
I love his music. I do. I'm a Michael Bolton fan.
Name that movie tune.
And it's my week, so I came up with this Name Your Movie Tune question. Picked a movie from a song from a certain movie I've seen before in my life.
Okay.
To help you out, this movie features Lisa Kudrow.
Oh, he's making it easy again.
What?
Really?
Okay, I'll stop there. I'll just stop there. Lisa Kudrow. Can't figure it out from there. You are completely lost to me. So here we are.
If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time.
You know, I think I've only seen that movie once.
And I was just
in real
teasing
life.
you. You could have given more.
More what?
You're
away?
so easy. You could have given more away.
I kind of forgot her name though. Not Tomei. What is it? Servino. Mira Sorvino. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
She was the other one. So they're both in that movie, and you can, if you figure what that is, you get a chance to win tickets to the lovely Edge Theater.
Yes.
There's some tickets for us. Thank you to the Edge Theater for hooking that up.
Thank you very much, Edge.
And of course, just answer below on this podcast page for your chance to win. Okay. Moving on to the second movie came out this week. Number 2, the final movie that came out this week was The Revenant. Now, it came out in other places like L.A., New York, and
in 2015.
In 2015, but did not hit St. Louis until 2016, and that's why we're talking about it now.
Right.
And it stars, of course, Leonardo.
Who doesn't love Leo?
I don't know.
Lots of people do.
Tom Hardy's in it.
Yes.
And,
Domhnall Gleeson.
Yes.
Yes.
So I did not get a chance to walk down this path. I made an attempt, but it was all sold out. Apparently, there's like reserve seating nowadays. I had no idea. So, because I always go for movies for free, there's always a seat available. So, to actually have to go and pay and not have a seat is very weird.
Right.
So.
Well, we didn't see the advance screen of this film because it came out when we were on vacation.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So this, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy, like we said earlier, involves a bit of a period piece.
Yeah,
inspired
1820s.
Inspired by true events.
Yes.
In which Leonardo has a half Native American child.
Yes, and he plays frontierman. Hugh Glass is the gentleman's name.
They call me Mr. Glass.
There you go. Okay. And Tom Hardy is one of his comrades traveling through the great Northwest, trapping, fighting Indians, all that fun stuff that happened in the 1820s.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how much it was fun for the natives in 1820, but I'm sure it was fun for others.
I'm sure it was not. Hey, and we got Frenchmen, too. There's French.
There's French as well.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited about this. Like I said, I have not seen it, but I'm excited to find out. I was told that there is more Native American characters that have depth as opposed to the usual movies that feature Native Americans. The depth, as far as we go, is me, Savage, Buffalo there, whatever. Right. But there's actually some dialogue, some cognitive,
interaction,
yes. and and a real effort to portray the natives as something more than just what has been deemed throughout history as just savages. So I'm excited to see that. How much of that do you think will be fulfilled since you got a chance to see it?
I think that you're going to be very pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
There is a lot of dimension. There is more than one tribe that is involved in the film. It's a lot more than we have seen in a very long time as far as Indians are concerned. So I think you're really going to enjoy it. I think that we have to tell our listeners straight up, if you've seen the trailer and you think that it is graphically violent, that trailer is nothing. It is the most graphically violent film I've seen in many a year.
More violent than The Hateful Eight that we just saw?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
yes. Good. Yes. More bloody and gory than Tarantino's work, which is unbelievable. And Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, who actually is the director and won for Birdman last year as Best Director of the Year, is actually who directed this film.
Mm-hmm.
The cinematography in this film is some of the most incredible cinematography I may have ever seen. So, yeah, I mean, yes, graphically violent. Best cinematography ever. How can you have those two things, put them together, along with what I think is Leonardo DiCaprio's best work yet?
Better than What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I mean,
Yes.
come on.
Yes.
Nothing beats out Gilbert Grape.
Well, and I loved him too in Wolf of Wall Street. I thought he did a fantastic job in that film as well.
You mean growing pains never cut your drift
No.
when he played the cousin?
I know. That's way back. I'm saying,
I know my
with
Leo.
Oh, yes, you do, apparently.
No, I don't.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Is this going to finally break his streak of not winning an Oscar, though?
I'm hoping he's up for the Oscar nod for this portrayal, and I'm hoping that he wins. But, I've been jokingly teasing everyone. If he doesn't get nominated and he doesn't win, I'm boycotting the Academy, and anybody who knows me knows, yeah, that's all talk, whatever.
And that will be the end of the Matinee Chat podcast.
Exactly. So we won't be doing that. And Tom Hardy in this film plays the biggest jerk ever. And his portrayal is also not quite as good, but right up there with Leonardo's. And, they have this rebellious relationship that the two of them have. So,
All right, so
without giving too many spoilers away, there's lots more I'd like to say, but it'll spoil the whole film for everybody.
And I'm actually going to make an attempt to see this, so don't spoil it for
so I won't spoil it for you.
Okay. Well, catch the full review up on the website, MatineeChat.com, and I'm sure Kathy suggested you go see this immediately
yes.
because it's Leo's best work, according to her.
Well, and I voted the best film for 2015 for me.
Best film for 2015, even though it came out in 2016 here in St. Louis.
Whatever.
Oh,
He's up for a Golden Globe on tomorrow. Come on.
All right. Well, that's that. Getting into another game now. It's called Say What? And it goes like this.
Let me bring you up to speed.
Say what?
You talking to me?
Say what again?
Games on the Matinee Chat podcast.
Thanks. I like to play.
Say What?
Unleash the fury.
Let's begin, shall we?
All right, another game's called Say What, where I pick a quote and you decide what movie that quote is from for your chance to some tickets to the lovely Lincoln Theater.
Yes, and this one was a little harder. I was pleasantly surprised. You're not being so easy for this one.
This one's a little difficult.
Here we go.
And here it is.
Oh, I'm embarrassing him. I love when he gets embarrassed. He's not living out loud, so he gets all like, oh.
You guys are totally in love, aren't you?
Zachary, we are. Wow, God, I want to eat him up.
Save some for me.
I can't keep my hands off him. I'm so sorry.
Had one too many
you know what? Although he does most of the eating in the sack, if you know what I mean. In the sack and out the sack.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, stepping in bold in 2016. Now it's really time to break free of all of our reigns of niceties and mannerisms.
He went for the jugular, boys and girls.
Oh, right there. The character's name is Brandon St. Randy. The movie's for you to find out, and the cameo character who plays that role is Justin Long. And that's the most I'll give you because some of those voices are pretty recognizable.
Come on, Seth Rogen, come on.
His voice is recognizable. They should figure that out.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I adore that movie, and if you like it as well, feel free to contact me. Whatever we watch together. Not
there
really. It gets cheesy at the end, really mushy. Anyways, so that was that. Going into later on this week, like I said, there's only 2 movies coming out this week, so we're going to talk about some DVDs coming out, some things we reviewed before, and Kathy's got the list for you. What is coming out this week, DVD-wise, for the people to be, shopaholics about?
Oh, well, here we go. This present week, the DVDs that came out, Sicario.
Oh, yeah.
We enjoyed that film.
Yeah, it was fun with the brawling.
Sleeping with Other People.
Yeah, it was good.
We both enjoyed that one. The Walk.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
My masterpiece is The Walk on the Wire.
Very nice. Yes, that was the movie. The Visit, which we talked about earlier when we talked about The Forest.
That's right, horror movie.
Captive, David Oyelowo.
You saw
Real
it, not
Story.
me.
Oh, well, that's a definite must pick up at the end cap. This, that came out this week. Infinitely Polar Bear with Mark Ruffalo also came out. So it is a good, I guess they figure
So
the
some solid
weather's not
DVDs.
too good this time of year. Let's put them all out at one time.
There we go.
Give people something to do when they're staying in.
And, of course, reviews for all those movies up on the website right now, MatineeChat.com. But feel free to head to the stores or hop on Amazon, whatever you got, maybe Amazon Prime. We can get that DVD to you in 2 days.
Well, in the next couple weeks, we got a couple good ones, too, that Anthony's going to want to pick up.
Like what?
Straight Outta Compton.
Not really.
Not this week, but next week. Everest.
Eh.
And one he's slamming me for forever. The Martian comes out this week.
Ew. What comes out in theaters next week for us to enjoy?
So opening Friday, January 15th, we have Anomalisa, 13 Hours, which will also have an interview up of the gentleman who did that, and that's the Benghazi film of what happened in Benghazi. Right Along 2, Anthony's going to be joining me for that one, and Norm of the North. We got another good kids film coming out this week. So.
Yay, solid week of movies for
So
number
there will
27.
be another. They're starting off slow,
Super
January
slow.
and February are the months of the year after all the hoopla of the holidays and all the big blockbusters. January and February usually a little slower, Anthony, so we don't get all those really awesome ones at the beginning of the months.
All right, well, wake me up in the spring when the movies get better.
Okay,
and
there you go.
We'll take it from there.
See what we can do.
All this and more next week's podcast. Have a great weekend at the movies, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, have a great week. Take care. Bye.